Hi there everyone, and welcome to another Pokemon Wi-Fi battle. This is a fun battle I had a little while back on one of my streams against Victory, a cool guy who likes to do double battles, and he likes to bring the most random of teams. So he was like, yeah, I want to do a random full 6-on-6 double battle. I was like, alright, well, I can just slap together a bunch of mons that are decent in doubles and give them a go. And this is what we have. His Pokemon seem to be a little weaker, but I do smell a Trick Room element with the Ampharos. God, what's that one called all of a sudden? Gen 5 Bug Steel type. Why? Its name has just escaped me. And the Sableye. So yeah, definitely probably a Trick Room mode over there, so I will have to see what I can do to prevent that. Here we go. Lasted pretty long for a double battle, at 17 turns. So quite an interesting one. So yes, he leads off with Danny DeVito and Spook. Don't know why he called it Danny DeVito, but oh well. As I lead off with Togekiss and Spook. No, Togekiss and Meowstic, silly me. Now, my Meowstic is brilliant. It's such a good utility mon with its Prankster ability, being able to set up all sorts of defenses for my team. As out comes the Fake Out. With that Spook that was on the team, I figured going for Reflect would be a good idea, since I believe Cacturne are more physically... Well, actually, they do have very evenly mixed stats, but most people run them physically offensive, I think. So I went for the Reflect, and now seeing that Ampharos out here, I'm going to go for the Light Screen. And I didn't want my Togekiss to deal with an Ampharos, so I switched that out. Ooh, as we see the Will-O-Wisp come out from Sableye. Luckily it targeted Meowstic and not my physical attacker, he just switched in. As he seemed to actually double target Meowstic. Annoying, but Meowstic will live that quite well. And now, I assume he's going to try burning my Crocodile, so I'm going to go for Misty Terrain, which of course will negate all status inflictions. But he actually switches out and gets the Intimidate on me. Intimidate, such an annoyingly broken, powerful ability in doubles. That just means like my Crocodile here is not going to do very much. As I did get off the priority Misty Terrain, but now we go for the Earthquake. Not very effective against Spook, and since I was intimidated, Scored Up is going to take that like a champ. And I injured my own Meowstic in the process, so not very fun there. Definitely no point in keeping Crocodile in here. But I could do decent damage to Squad Up with my Meowstic, but what did I do? Decided to switch in Togekiss, because super effective against both those Pokemon, as out comes the Fake Out, preventing me from going for my Psychic, and out comes the Seed Bomb. But luckily for me, Togekiss resists that, and it does very little damage. It's less damage than I was expecting, to be fair. We see Leftovers on the Spook. That is an unusual item. But yeah, now my Togekiss is free to attack both these Pokemon and inflict heavy damage. But here I figured switching back in Crocodile would be a good idea. As out goes Squad Up, and in comes Escavalier, that's it. Silly me. Don't know why I forgot its name. As that thing goes for the spiky shield. I went for the Air Slash, but of course it protected it. Now I want to see if I can take down this Escavalier, so I'm going to go for my Z move, but annoyingly he decides to switch again, bringing back in his Intimidator, screwing over Crocodile quite badly. Of course Togekiss doesn't mind with its special attack, but yes, I wanted to take down Escavalier, who is a big threat to my Togekiss, so I decided to go for that Z move. But considering I've been intimidated, I'm not sure if this will be able to take out the Hitmontop. But at least I'll get some nice damage on it, I reckon. Down to the center of the earth, big explosion, and Squad Up just lives. And eats a damn berry. Not good for me. But I did go for the Air Slash to double team it, so that's good. So Squad Up has very little health left, as out comes a Seed Bomb onto Crocodile, leaving me with just 2 HP. But I am glad I lived that, and a little surprised. But I'm going to save this guy till later, as I can bring in Tink, who resists these Pokemon's moves. Out comes that Fake Out, rather annoying, and out comes the Sucker Punch, hoping to finish off my Crocodile. But no, I'm not going to allow that. So, against these two Pokemon now, I'm going to start setting up, as he reveals the Wide Guard. So good thing I didn't go straight for my Dazzling Gleam there. We get the Calm Mind up. A Calm Mind boosted Florges is pretty damn powerful, with its spread Dazzling Gleam move in doubles. Out comes the Seed Bomb. Goes into my Florges, but oof, does a considerable amount of damage, so I'm not a fan of. But we recover a tiny bit of health with our leftovers, and now we are free to attack once again. Well, actually, no, I just restored my HP here, thinking that he probably wouldn't attack me twice in one turn. Out comes the Air Slash into that cactus, but it protects once again. And out comes another close combat. Well, the first close combat, actually, does okay damage to Tink, a bit more than I would have hoped, but oh well. Well, Hitmontop's time is not long for this world now, and I should be able to attack. I'm still worried about that Wide Guard, so I don't think I will go for my Dazzling Gleam here. I'm just going to go for my single target attack, and that should be enough to finish off the Hitmontop. Out comes Hidden Power Fire, which I believe is the Hidden Power Fire, oops, to deal with those annoying steel threats to my Florges. Out comes the Air Slash, but into that not very effective Electric-type Pokemon. So, not good, but at least Hitmontop is gone. No more Intimidate, Fake Out shenanigans. But in comes Danny DeVito, who also has Fake Out, so not looking good there. I decide to switch in Crocodile here, figure if it's going to go down, let's let it go down. As out comes that Hidden Power. Didn't want... Yeah, I didn't want to take an electric attack on my Togekiss, so I switched out, but we see the Hidden Power Ice. Or at least I presume that's what it was. Now is a good opportunity to bring in Meowstic and get up a screen before it goes down. And I choose to go for the Reflect, considering a good amount of my opponent's remaining Pokemon are physical attackers. Of course, this ain't going to help me against the Ampharos. But with Tink's boosted special defense thanks to the Calm Mind, it should be able to survive hits from any special attacking Pokemon quite easily. The Dazzling Gleam does one-shot the Sableye, which makes me very happy, as out comes the Volt Switch into Meowstic. Oh well, Meowstic got its Reflect up, so can't complain. As out comes Escavalier. Now that is a worry for my Tink, can probably one-shot me with any Steel-type attack, so we'll have to see what I can do. As I bring in Xurkitree, time for my big guns. Xurkitree's special attack being crazy high. I'm gonna have to probably double target the Escavalier here. Actually, I go for the Hidden Power, thinking that should one-shot Escavalier, it's 4 times effective, but woe and behold, Escavalier survives it quite easily. I guess I underestimated the bulk on that Pokemon. I'm just used to the one-shots from Hidden Power Fire on Scizor. As out comes another Volt Switch, switching that Ampharos back out into Spook. Lucky for me he doesn't target my Florges here and instead goes for the Drill Run, but thanks to that Protect I got up earlier, Xurkitree is able to survive it quite nicely. Now I wonder, I will be seeing the Sucker Punch. Can I survive? Yes! I survived another physical hit thanks to that Reflect I had, and Escavalier goes down to another Hidden Power Fire. So looking good, as out comes Dazzling Gleam from my Xurkitree, doing hefty damage, but unfortunately just not enough. Now, probably going to see a Sucker Punch here, so I think I'll protect my Xurkitree and finish off the Spook with my Florges. Out comes Ampharos. I'm pretty sure that's a Mega Ampharos, but he is far too afraid to Mega Evolve in front of my Fairy Princess here. We protect, and that damn cactus does protect too. Very wise, because now I won't be able to protect on the next turn to avoid Sucker Punch. We do nice damage to Ampharos though, almost finishing it off. But yeah. Now on my next turn, another Dazzling Gleam should take out both my opponent's Pokemon, and I'm just going to protect with Xurkitree here because I don't want to go down. Oh, actually no, I didn't go for the protect. I instead went for my other non-attacking move, Tail Glow. Looking at my opponent's team, he is running quite slow Pokemon, so it is likely that my Xurkitree will be able to outspeed them. And with Tail Glow up, we should be able to one-shot anything he throws in. My specially offensive Pokemon here doing their jobs. The Reflect wears off, but it did its job. Very handy Reflect there. As out comes Lulu. And Xurkitree does naturally outspeed that Pokemon. So my opponent forfeited. That was a good game. A nice random assemblage of Mons. The things you can do in double battles, they're all very, it's very different to single battles. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed.